Hi YouTube. I want to go over the safeties of having a big fire. As you can tell, I've got a big fire. There's stumps, logs, everything in there. Now I've got more piles, but I'm by myself, and I didn't feel like I could safely light more than one. But I've got other piles that are smaller. This is my big pile, right? Now, before I started, I thought these two pines were still too close. So I cut one down this way and I cut one down that way. You always want to make sure you're safe. And right now, everything's perfect. You know, it's been sprinkling and drizzling rain. I wish it'd rain a little harder. I'd feel more comfortable. But it's supposed to rain all day and all night because these stumps and logs, they're going to burn for a week. But I need to get it all burnt down to where there's very little flame. Okay, now the stumps and stuff, they can simmer and burn up. As long as there's not any flames coming up off of it, I'm all right with that. But you want to make sure that you've got a safe area all the way around, and you've got to know, you look at them flames on that thing. All right, that's 25-foot high flames. It doesn't look like it because I'm standing up the hill above it. But what you want to do is you're on somewhat of a grade up here. Always you're on a grade. It ain't never flat. But you light it up the bottom of the pile, and the fire will burn up. It'll push its way up and it'll burn the whole pile. But it's really simple to light a fire. The hard thing is being safe about it. All right. I worked my butt off this morning to make sure I was safe. I cut down them trees, and this one fell across the road a little bit. My truck wasn't right there when I cut it. I backed it up some, but I went ahead and cut it down and cut the other one below it down because I didn't feel like those hive of flames, if the wind picked up and blew them towards those trees, I didn't want to light the trees. And pines, they'll light, and you can have a forest fire. So the only time that we ever really burn, unless it's a small fire and I've got like a garden hose or some water supply hooked up to wet everything around it, is when it's raining and when it's wet like this. But yeah, and even though everything's in perfect conditions, I still pray about it. You know, fire is a very powerful thing. It is to be respected. But yeah, I mean, you can see the smoke blowing off these logs over here beside of it. Now that won't light them, but it will dry them out. And if it was closer to them, it could possibly light them. But you can see how it's dirt all around. Yeah, see that steam coming off them logs? That's because that heat is drying them out. Now they won't light, but it's important to have dirt all the way around your fire for a good 15-20 feet. But y'all have a good one. Like and subscribe. I gotta get back to work. See you, bye.